Isn't investing in Bitcoin like gambling? Isn't trading gambling? Essentially, yes, it is. However, you're placing your bets on the people of the world. And time again in history, it's always taught us that the people generally win. So the odds are in your favor when you do invest in Bitcoin. And when you trade in Bitcoin, you'll be trading with like-minded people. So here I'm going to show you how to use CoinMarketCap, and then I'm also going to show you how to trade Bitcoin on Bittrex, only because you can see the chart a lot longer, because Bittrex is an older exchange. So here at coinmarketcap.com, you're going to see that it comes up automatically with US dollars. So USD is right here, so you're going to see all the US dollars. So you just want to ignore that. So we're going to go down to the top 10. So see how in the top 10 there's only one that's in green? Well, let's change that. Let's see what happens when we do that. So we changed it into BTC, and now we can see that there are 3 in the green. So even though that this is a downtrend for Bitcoin, people are actually accumulating more Bitcoin by trading in the Bitcoin market. So how do we do that? So here I'm going to go to Bittrex, and I'm going to click the Bitcoin markets. And here I'm going to click Factom, only because I am Factom fangirl, so we're going to trade in that area for now because that's what I want to buy anyways. So here we are in the Factom chart, and on CoinMarketCap we can also pull up the Factom chart so we can see if they do match up and if it is correct. So we're going to go into the chart, and it's automatically going to say 30 minutes. I'm going to change this all the way to probably 1 week to see a little bit more what's going on without having to use the minus button. So here you can click and drag as well to see where it's been before. And generally, when a cryptocurrency has been there before, it usually hits there again, whether it's a low or a high. So over here you can see that it is right now at a low. So if we look at this at the bottom here, it's been here before, it was there again, it went there again, and now it's hit that as well. And it is probably the time to start buying. So what I mean by start buying, I mean put a little bit of money in, and if it goes down more, put a little bit more money in, and then just keep buying more and more and more until I have enough units as it's going down. So here in the Factom chart on CoinMarketCap, you will see that you have a chart here with 3 different color of lines. The only one you should be looking at is the yellow one. You need to forget about the US dollar amount because it doesn't even matter when you're trying to accumulate more Bitcoin. You just want to make more Bitcoin. So here we can see it's touched the bottom quite a few times already, and it just keeps hitting that bottom. So I know right now it's pretty darn low, and I kind of want it right now. I really want it, but I'm not going to buy all of it because it still can go a little bit lower because I've seen it's done this before. Why it went up so high to begin with is, you know, there was like, everyone thought it was decentralized and it was like the new technology that's decentralized, and then here we found out it wasn't, and then it just kind of went down. And here it went back up because John McAfee did an announcement on his Twitter saying, oh, buy this, and then everybody bought it. And then after that it fell back down. I also know currently I'm part of the Factom community, so if you want to trade in a cryptocurrency, it's better that you do become part of a cryptocurrency community so you have more of a feel of what it's like when you are trading, and you know when you're buying at a high anyways, because they will let you know. And to do this, you can add them on Twitter, and then you can find the lead developer of your cryptocurrency and add them on Twitter as well. Then you can also add them on Reddit, and if you have Telegram, if they have a Telegram group, add them on Telegram too, because it's nice to be able to talk to them like in real time, and then kind of have more of a feel if this is the type of community you want to be part of. And it's essential that there are people following them on Twitter, and there are people in the Telegram group, and there are people in the community, because if you pick a cryptocurrency that doesn't have a community or a backing, you might end up losing all your money. So you don't want to do that, or all your Bitcoin for that matter, not your money. So here in Factom, I'm just going to show you what a candlestick means. So if I go to this 1 week candlestick, the way I see a candlestick when I'm trading in Bitcoin is different than what I see a candlestick anywhere else. So a Bitcoin candlestick is essentially basically a party of 3 groups that are trading. The first group is the one that wants to make more Bitcoin. The second group is the one that actually are beginners and really believe in this altcoin or cryptocurrency. And then the third group is just bots, just automatically doing stuff. They're just on an algorithm or whatnot, so they're just following what everything else is doing. And so as long as you know that the largest group entity that is trading in each of these candlesticks are people who believe in Bitcoin and want more Bitcoin, you will be fine. So that's when you know when to sell, because you shouldn't be holding your cryptocurrency forever if you want to make more Bitcoin, because everybody else who's trading in it also wants to make more Bitcoin. So here we can see that it's already very close to a bottom. And how you know it's on a bottom, if you click and drag, you can see it's hit a really low, but it hasn't hit lower than that, and then eventually actually did. So because it happened once, a lot of people say don't chase the bottom, but I do, and sometimes I do get it, and when I do get it, I make the most profit. It's a crazy amount of profit when you catch the bottom, but even if you catch the bottom, it's still good profit. And so here I can see right now it's at 209.58, but the bid is probably much higher, right? So the sell is pretty much higher. So I'm going to show you how to put in orders and stuff, how it coordinates to everything. So here I have some Bitcoin. I have 0.06 Bitcoin. I kind of all want to buy it in Factom. I have other Bitcoin and other stuff, but this particular one, this is how much I want to spend on my Factom, and then I will sell it later. So here I'm going to put my buy order at. So I can see right now this low, I definitely want to try and pick some up at this low. So this was at 0.00126.515, and that's the amount of what worth of a Bitcoin it is. So this can be a little bit confusing at first, but you will definitely get used to it. And when you put your order in, you have to make sure that the zeros are in the right place, because what happens if you sell and you miss a zero, you might oversell it by accident and lose money. And if you miss a zero again, or like if you don't add a zero, you could be overbuying it. And you don't want that to happen either, because you just want to make sure it's correct. So you double check before you're buying it, especially as a beginner. This is very important to do, double checking. So here I see that it is at 211.09 is what the ask is, and then the bid is at 20615. Do I want some now? Yeah, like maybe I do want some now, because I can see that like even Bittrex is making the line for me. Look at this. Look at how low it is. So yeah, so I can see that it has hit this low, and before it's actually hit this low and just gone right up to the sky right there. Yeah, like that was it went from 0.002 all the way up to 0.0135. So that's a lot of gains in Bitcoin value. So here we're gonna just do, so the bid price I saw was 0.002. Yeah, so in case that does happen again, I want to have a little bit, just a little bit, So I'm gonna click bid. So when you click a bid, you're gonna automatically go into sell. This is so annoying, but you just change it to buy, and then the price will show up here. And you see that somebody's trying to buy 941 units, 770 units, and 776 units, and 471. That actually is a lot of units, I find, for a cryptocurrency that is currently really on two major exchanges that are kind of like dying and old and outdated. So with no apps. So I think that is a little bit strange that that's happening. So I'm going to take that as a sign that there is some type of demand for it. And I'm probably going to want to buy some right above this dude over here at 941. So quantity of Factom. I don't know what the quantity is yet. I'm going to say I have 0067. Maybe I want to put 067. So maybe I want to put 01 units here. So it's going to tell me I'm going to buy 4.75 Factom at this price at 615, and I want to do bid price 616 because it is going to be higher than him, and there's more chance of me getting it. So buy Factom. Confirm. Okay. So I see that it's went all the way down, this candlestick. The stick underneath the candle, it's somebody dumping it for his Bitcoin is what that is. Or it could just be a mistake. It could be one or the other. I'm just going to take it as it is somebody who's just like, you know, cashing out, and hopefully somebody else will want to cash out too because I want to buy it at a low. And that price, if we click here on the bottom, right underneath the months, you'll see OHCL. That's like the opening price, the high price it went to, the closing price, and then the low. So I see that the low is at 001675. Do I want to chase that? You know, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Like maybe I want to chase that. A lot of people say don't do it, but you know, I'm going to chase it. I'm going to chase to 001675. So I'm going to type in 001675, and then the total amount of units I want to buy is probably, I don't know how much I want to buy. I know I want to put 01 in there. So there we go. So then that gives me 5.95 units. So that's around like 1.5 units more than what I would have bought it at up here, where I just placed my order. So it shows that I have 4.75 units in to buy. Interesting enough that this order here, the 941 units, hasn't outbid me, because generally bots do that. So I'm going to take that as a sign that these are people that that are trying to catch a super low, or they're trying to trick you into buying in the ask section to the right. So I'm going to just buy that Factom right here. Confirm. So currently I don't have any Factom for sale because I don't have any on me, mainly because of all of this. But now I'm ready to get back in to get it back into Factom and get some. So here I can see that it's already gone down to, here I'm going to move the candlestick. So I can see this candlestick here not long ago before McAfee's tweet, it was over here for 2 days. Sorry, this is 1 week candlestick. So for 2 weeks it has hit this low and stayed there in the closing price. So I will definitely chase that as well. I will put an order for it at 00126.515. So I put 127 just like because it'll be one up. So 127. You want to make sure that there's the 2 zeros and not just 1 0, and then you want to put total of 01 BTC and then buy. So that would give me 7.85 units if I caught it there. And then also here as well, you know, I'm gonna look at these candlesticks here and then try and match that up. So the bottom of this candlestick is at 2,000, so maybe I'll put a buy order for 2,000 as well. So sorry, 0.002, and then I'll put 0.1. Oops, 0.1. Change that, and then buy Factom. So I'm just gonna keep buying the Factom until I have. So when I do want to sell, how do I know when to sell? Basically, I don't exactly know when it's going to reverse, but I do have you know, information that they like, you know, the cryptocurrency that I'm currently in is becoming more decentralized, and that was something everybody was looking for before like that huge pump happened, before that huge dump happened during this pump. So if the news does get out and the more and more people know, and then they might come back to trade in the Factom to show support for the decentralization, then I would be making some gains. So maybe I would start selling like here, because I know so maybe I would start selling some here like at 00345. So that is like, it was there for like 2 weeks at 00345 or 00399. I can find out here. It'll tell me at the bottom here. So the 00344 is the opening. The high I don't look too much at, because that happens within seconds or minutes, and sometimes it just doesn't just doesn't hit that. So I'm just gonna go for like the price it held at, which is like the opening here at 00344. So I'm gonna put I would put an order here for sell. You would have to switch it to sell, and then you would have to put 00344, and then say if I had 4.75 units to sell, 4.759 units to sell, that would give me 0.01633, which is almost like, this is like, you know, almost, it's over 50%. So it is over 50% of the Bitcoin that I use to buy it. If I buy at this price now and I hold it and I wait and then I resell it at this price here, I'm making 50%, like 60% more Bitcoin here, like 63. So, so I'm like pretty bad with numbers, but I know when a number goes up. So that's what I would do. And then I would just, if I bought it here, I would sell it there and self-fact them. Would I sell them all is a good question. I actually wouldn't. The only reason I did that was because I can just show you the percent gain for yourself to see how much you would be making if you did play it the way that I do it on a downtrend. And then maybe I would put, like, you know, half of it here and then another half of it here, because I know it's hit there before, and it generally usually goes back to where it's hit before, and that generally has a lot to do with the community and the people trading within it. So I hope this helps you. Good luck.